Breaking news! Local deadweight streaks through the bloody palace, shocking and, quite frankly, mortifying many residents of the building. The demons seem to have started some sort of campaign against this sudden streaker, taking to Twitter with the hashtag #CancelDeadweight. I'll be covering the situation as it develops, but for now, this has been Nevin Newsman, signing off.
Today's adventure began when Waters saw his dad become a bee on television. He had to prove that he had the bigger dick, so he used his gas-guzzling engine blade as transportation over to the local Sears Tower and interrupted the weekly Pilates exercises so his big boss father would come down from his offices. This is their story. Welcome to my tutorial on how to execute right bumper plus left stick forward plus Y. So the first thing you want to do is hold right bumper, then press the left stick forward and press Y. Thank you for watching my tutorial. This challenge is about so much more than just using the same move over and over again. This challenge is actually a deep metaphor for life. So many times do we run our faces into walls we can't see, but that's exactly when we exceed, and we look at what we achieved and say no, it's not enough, and we exceed more. We keep pushing ourselves to the brink, the edge of creation, and we create, we make more, we build as a society, we learn, and we grow together in this strange thing we call life. Who am I kidding? I just wanted to enter each floor with a max act. It's not that deep. Normally I'd go through and explain how I dealt with certain trickier enemies, but honestly, that could be summed up in one word: streak. Except in one case, the Hoverjet 9000. This biblical blasphemer learned the power of telekinesis, Kyle, to keep its fishtail 2 feet above the ground, and therefore unable to be hit by streak. And since we know this bad boy's being weighed down by all the heat he's packing, he couldn't use streak in the air. So I settled for the next best thing, caliber. Guys, if we play dead, he won't know we're— On my way up the tower, I beat up a variety of enemies, such as spiky lizards, not spiky lizards, red lizard— wait, hold up, guys. Why does Nero kill so many lizards? I thought this game was Devil May Cry, not Lizard May Cry. You know what? Never mind. Keep rolling the tape. Before reaching the top, Nero Pilgrim had to fight through one of his father's evil ex's Cavalier graves. Cavalier tried to settle things with maturity and his lightning powers, but Nero's pure teenage prepubescent angst and daddy issues were too much for Cavalier to handle. Nice. Stage 80 introduced a 3-headed woman with the lower body of a chicken, or as I like to call it, an average day in Alabama. This was no issue for KFC employee Nero though. She brought the chicken, cause he was bringing the fire. Now with a full stomach, Nero had all the energy he needed to get through these security guards, demons. In all honesty, Cerberus was probably the toughest boss of the run. He was very tanky, had a ton of health, and it was pretty awkward trying to hit his heads with streak. If my angle was too extreme, I would end up flying past the heads and hit his body, where he takes reduced damage. His ice phase really tripped me up when I was trying to get damage in on him, and it started looking very sketchy for about a quarter of the fight. Luckily, veterinarian Nero knew just how to put down rabid dogs, and he sent this puppy to rest. Why yes, I do play Devil May Cry, and you see, I'm quite good. Just outside of Nero's father's office, Nero encountered Nero's father's office's security guard. You know, that one security guard who always sits down and says he's always on lunch break and won't get up for anything? That security guard. He hurled insults and also tiny flaming suns at Nero, but Nero had already fought through an army of Karens and mastered the art of no you. But just as Nero cleared the path and was about to enter his father's office, the lazy security guard's twin brother, who was harder working and also a security guard, showed up to get revenge. This security guard was armed with the power of hentai. Nero was in trouble. But just when Nero was about to get tentacled, the security guard collapsed from poor work hours and low pay. He couldn't take it anymore. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, Nero found out that Virgil had hired a former boxer who also did a little bit of moonlighting as a wizard. As Nero wailed on Virgil, he screamed, "Bigger dick," silently in his ear. And it was too much for Virgil to handle. He fell to the floor and admitted defeat. In all seriousness, this challenge wasn't bad. It was basically the same as Stinger only, but with even less interesting things going on. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this silly video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of different editing and commentary style, a bit more just wacky and absurd. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and take care.